Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Capricorn, just to let you know, I have repositioned the camera for myself. So I record off of my iPhone 12. And I've changed it so that I can't see the screen anymore. So I just see the camera. So I apologize if I hold up a card and you don't see it completely because I can't see what I'm doing. And I'm doing that to try to focus more on the reading, on the cards that are coming out. You may notice too that I'm actually not looking at the screen quite as much once I start doing the reading because I'm really like deep into the cards. So it's just me sort of trying to continuously refine my craft and what I'm doing here. So yeah, Capricorn, my sweet, sweet Capricorn. Let's get started. It is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for you. If it does resonate and you're drawn to it, there is an extended reading. The link to that is at the top of the description within this video. I'm starting with my Divine Animal Oracle deck. I'm pulling out a card for Capricorn. Pulling out a card or cards for Capricorn. Capricorn, you have creation and power. Wow. And we have snake and deer. I'll show you in a second. Can you see it? I hope you can see it. Can you see it? Is it close enough? I don't know. Oh, snake and power. I never noticed before that there's two snakes in this card. How strange is that, right? Uh-oh. Oh my God, that's so odd. Because yesterday for Sagittarius, it was a completely different deck. And there were two snakes going in a different direction. But it symbolized it was them. But sort of like the snake going this way was them presently. And then the snake going this way was being drawn into like a really intriguing future. But look, that's here. It's so weird, man. Look at those two snakes. Now, I say I can't see what I'm showing you. See this one? This one is almost kind of standoffish. Like it's... And then this other one, though, which to me, I always just thought it was part of the heart here. I don't know how I never noticed that that was another snake. Because that one, the one that's moving forward, is part of the heart. Like part of the heart muscle itself. And that's what's propelling you forward. Boy, this is so crazy, guys. It's almost starting to feel very collective, like, these readings. I'll get to the power in a second, because right now the snake card is really talking to me. So there's something that you pulls at your heart, like pulls at your heart. Your heart wants to lead you here, there, wherever this is to go. It has something to do with a deep, it's like a deep-seated energy within you, and it says creation. But then there's another part of you that's just, and I feel like that's more the mind. Like, no, think about this. Are you real sure you want to do that with your heart? But the snake that represents the heart is much larger than the other snake. So I kind of say that I think the heart's going to win over here. And it could be just something that you have a lot of passion towards. It could be someone that you have a lot of passion towards. But your heart is driving it. And the heart, it can't, it's almost as if to say, there's nothing more powerful in this choice for you than the heart. This other element of you, this other snake, and I want to say it's a sense of awareness, because if we think about the story of the snake from like the beginning of time, really biting the apple was becoming like completely aware of your nakedness, aware of your desires, your lusts, your animal natures. It's a sense of awareness. So it's like two ways that you can be aware. And I've talked about that before with the heart. having neurons on it that are very similar to the brain, so that the heart can lead us. The heart does communicate to us. And there's the vagus nerve that goes from the heart to the brain. And apparently, studies have shown that the heart utilizes the vagus nerve more than the brain does. It's constantly talking to your brain. And your brain is a little like, oh God, this doesn't make sense, or I shouldn't do this. This could be the ruin of me. I don't know what it is. But your heart's just saying, oh, you know, you got to go there. So then you have the power card with the deer. Why won't you talk to me? This card won't talk to me. It's so strange. Okay, so the message that I'm getting with this, there's somewhere you've got to go with your heart, Capricorn. There's some sort of choice you have to make with your heart. This card here, the power, there's quite a lot of information to be downloaded, to be given, to be shared with you on whatever level that is. But you have to go in with your heart, or it will not be shared. It's quite powerful information. It's a little bit reminding me of the story of like Anubis and like the god, the guardian of the gate into the underworld after one has passed. And you can't go through the gates until Anubis measures your heart, and he's going to measure the weight of your heart against a feather. So it's a little bit like that, like you've got to come in with your heart, because that's the truth of who you are as a soul. Has your soul been badly scarred and damaged and affected by the experiences you had in a lifetime? Or have you only learned from that and you move forward with your open and light heart, and you shall pass through the gate? It's a little bit like that. But it's not so much measuring your heart. Perhaps your heart has already been measured on some level. The universe, your spirit guides, just energetically saying, you know, you're ready for this. This is how you get in, is leading with your heart. Stability and transformation. So intriguing too. I swear to goodness, my readings are like puzzle pieces throughout all of them. And you put them together as you go. So here we have, what did I say? See, I can't see stability and transformation. If you will notice, this one here is being carried forward, and they're not in the water. They're kind of being kept out of the water. And then this one is coming out of the water. That's been a theme this week too, where things coming out of the water, coming out of, I'm hearing Neptune. So like very Neptunian energy, like hidden, mysterious, very intuitive sort of levels, and coming out into the open. But I think you have to do that with your heart. Your heart is the only way to proceed in this manner. I like that split. The Seven of Swords and the Angel de la Nuit. Do you see how the Seven of Swords, it's almost like she's just running forward. Like, it doesn't even feel like a typical Seven of Swords, like sneaking or being sneaky or covert or whatever. Like, she's just running away with her heart, like, open, as opposed to where I often say the Four of Pentacles, you know, you're staying tight, you're keeping things close. You're not open to receive or experience or manifest, where this is complete abandonment. Running fully down the stairs. I've stolen the red rose and off I go. And roses are red, is like, in terms of flowers, I believe, is a symbol of love. And then there's other colors, like yellow, I think is friendship. And then the Angel of the Night. She's almost like, well, I closed it, but, you know, her hand to her heart. Wherever you are about to go, Capricorn, it is what will be open to you, what you can receive is the only key to this lock is your heart. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. The only key to the lock of whatever it is in front of you is your heart. Your heart is the key to this lock. I want to write that down. I want to remember that. I think I'm going to title that. Your heart is the key to this lock. I always do that when I'm doing the videos, and then I think of something that comes out, and I think, oh, that's the perfect symbolism for this reading, and I don't remember what the hell I said. So let's go into the tarot, shall we? And let's see. I'm going to separate these a little bit because they are different. This is almost what is available to you. Like, you can kind of see it. It has something to do with this stag. It looks like a stag. It's glowing in sort of the ethereal, like through some sort of portal. But yet this, I can't remember. Oh, yeah. The story of, okay. I can't remember which goddess this is. But it's kind of the story of you. If you deceive this one, you will become the hunted. But if you're open and honest, you will be like incredible powers and insight, and many things will be shared with you. But I feel like she's almost like the, maybe she's like the feminine version of Anubis. She's not messing with stuff here. Like if you come to her with a false heart, if you come to this gate, if you come to this portal with incorrect intentions, if something small has been shared with you and you utilize that for some sort of betterment of yourself completely and solely, you will become the hunted. But if you move in here with your heart open and whole and pure, you will be almost like receiving great gifts. Sounds like really like high pressure. Don't go to the gate unless you're ready. I'm not ready for cards, but what do we have here? The King of Cups and Justice. Wow. Something that will curse through your veins. Something that does curse through your veins. With your heart too. Part of the circulatory system. The heart would be moving. What pumps through your veins. And I think of what pumps through your veins is your blood, is oxygen, your DNA. It's something. So it is like a portal that's meant for you, but you have to come to it correct. And the heart is the key to the door to this portal. The Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords. Oh, I can't. It's too uncanny. Wow, that's so interesting what's being told here. And then over here with the power and deer, we have the Four of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. This is a portal being guarded. And the Sun. See, I'm telling you, something really good on the other side of this portal. Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant. There's lots of page energy. Well, there's two. So I'm going to say it's a lot. But I'm really feeling it like a lot. Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant. This is a higher calling. But what's really interesting is the various, why I wanted to say there's a lot of page energy here, because the page is what is being shown as guarding the gate. This Page of Swords. So this page watches and learns. This page does not speak much to me. This page takes in information, but she is guarding this portal. There's so much feminine energy here, except for the Hierophant. It's, you know, maybe it's not a complete, yeah, there probably is more feminine energy in this deck than masculine in the depictions. But there is a fair bit of masculine, so it does catch my eye, because I have pulled out layouts with this deck and I've received all masculine. So there's something here to be said about your femininity, whether you're masculine or feminine, male, female, non-binary. It's got to do with your femininity. So it definitely has to do with vulnerability, being, feeling vulnerable, feeling open, being receptive. Okay, I think the biggest key to this is innocence. The Fool feels very, very innocent to me. She's just kind of painting these beautiful blossoms. There's just a real sense of innocence that's coming through here. Except here, the Knight of Pentacles. So this is moving forward slowly and steadily and very practical, you know, doing all the things that you should do along the way. But what I find interesting is this Knight of Pentacles is looking in this direction, not looking, this Knight of Pentacles feels like this other part of the snake here. Look at, this is these two parts of you. The Seven of Swords, like I said, it's like the complete abandonment of your heart, like just moving forward, opening your heart and just, all right, let me see where this goes. I'm just going for it. So, but then the Knight is looking the other way. And this is the practical aspect. Again, and I said, it's like the other snake is like perhaps your intellect or your mind telling you this doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't be doing this. Because the Knight of Pentacles is going to do what makes sense. They're not going to go complete abandonment. But it's not taking you in the direction of abundance and growth. Taking the red rose, taking your heart, opening it up. She's wearing the red rose. What the hell? Over here where it's like a gift. This is how it's received. This is how you get in this portal. It's crazy. Look at this. I hope you can see this. I can't see her. Okay, see in her hand, she's holding the red rose, right? I really hope you can see that. And then over here, she's wearing it like, is that a corsage? Is that what they call that? I don't remember what that technical, no, yeah. But on her wrist, like you can pin it here, you can wear it on your wrist. And she is wearing it on her wrist, like it's been given. And what did I say the red rose was? It's a symbol of love. So you have to give some of this out to get through this portal. You have, so obviously, well, you have to give some love to share some love and receive some love. That's the key. That's the key to this portal. And here, this Page of Swords, it's like observing this. Once this has been given, this part of your heart has been allowed to move forward and be given, you offer this up. You offer this up without expectation. You offer this up without, mostly expectation, say, without any expectation or reciprocation. Because the Four of Pentacles doesn't look like anything's being reciprocated right away. They're just sitting there for whatever reason. But this opens up the portal, and then there's the sun. Your wish fulfillment, your dream come true. I find it fascinating because I talked about the yellow rose, and that's what she's holding in her hand. And the petals are falling away. It's almost like perhaps maybe this could have something to do with being in a friend zone with someone. This could have something to do with, I really feel like it's that. The way things have come around in this. Like you may know someone and you have very strong feelings for them, but you've never shared that. Whether through, you know, fear of looking silly or foolish, the fool, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles, no, don't be foolish, don't do this. But there's no way through this gate. There's no way to transform this until you have offered a piece of your heart in this. And then it's almost as if what it was before, if it was just a friendship that falls away and you go into the sun, you go into your wish fulfillment, into your dreams, into your clarity. See, this is like an offering too, the way she's holding the crystals in her hand. She's offering it. Oh, damn, that came through in Sagittarius. I gotta pull out these cards because that's driving me crazy. Oh, there it is. The flow. This was part of Sagittarius. Now look at the similarities in these two cards. I can't make this crap up. And then no, that's not it. Where is, I shuffled this after I used it, so it was a little bit pre-shuffled in case I needed to use it today. I want to show you the whole snake thing, because it's very similar to that, in that you can stay where you are. You don't have to make any sudden moves. You don't have to offer your heart. You don't have to like try to move forward with something. You know, you'll be safe and secure exactly where you are, is kind of the message I'm getting. Because, you know, this is a very safe and secure energy with the Knight of Pentacles. I hope you can see it. Where the hell is the snake? There it is. Shit. Like, see, look at 2 snakes. I'm not making this up, but this snake is going in this direction, and this snake is going up here. And this was being pulled in. You can go back and look at the Sagittarius if you want. This is how these 2 cards sat. Do you see how this is pulling this part of the snake in? This part of them, the other part of them is kind of like, I want to stay here. This is comfortable. This is what I know. Now that I made a big mess on my table. Right? Look, the 2 snakes. This one, the heart wants to go forward, but the mind is almost like, I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Should I really do that? That seems foolish. I don't know. Wow. So interesting. I just, you know, I say too, I've said this before. Well, I think it's really only since the pandemic started that I've noticed that this can carry on through the signs like this. And I think often it is because like pretty much everyone all over the world is going through such a similar experience that we're all kind of being pulled into certain directions right now. It's time to kind of make choices about where you're going and how you want to lead yourself there. So there is a choice here, I think, that's coming through for many of the people that come to my channel. And that has to do with leading with your heart rather than your mind. What do I want to clarify? I want to clarify this. Okay, I'm going to clarify these 2. These 2 cards really interact. This is make the offer, but there may not be anything done with it right away for whatever reason. But I do feel like it opens the portal and it brings you your wish. Maybe this person is not meant for who you're supposed to have a wish fulfillment with, but the process of this in itself opens up the avenue for you to find the person that you're supposed to experience this with. That's how I would really read that. It just proves to this gatekeeper that you are ready for what's on the other side of the gate. Yeah, because it's, if you give a part of your heart in this way, without expecting anything, if you see someone on the street and it's a cold day and you have a jacket and you're like, you know, I'm just about to walk into my car and I've got lots of jackets at home. And it, like I say, it could be someone homeless or who's down and out and they're just shivering. If you see, maybe you see like a nun or a priest on the corner and they're like, they got a donation bin and they can see where you are. I think, oh, you know, if they see me give my coat to that homeless person, I've got my way into heaven. I got that. Like that would be giving a part of your heart, trying to get through the gate. You can't get through the gate like that. You can't. You can only get through the gate when you exercise that part of yourself giving without doing that so that you can get to heaven. Nobody sees you do it, but you give your coat and then that person is warm, that person feels better. You gave a part of yourself with like not expecting any reciprocation at all. And then you just kept going. You've just entered the gate. As opposed to the other way of doing that, giving to try to get into the gate, you will not be allowed to go into the gate. Plus, I would imagine there's now some sort of karmic retribution for that action. Because karma is not just the action that you take, but it's the basis and the logic and the reason for that action is showing up here. And it's so beautiful. So the 7 of Swords. Oh my God, the Queen of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords. So profound, guys. Queen of Pentacles, I'm just saying, like, it's you. You are this one on here. And I'm clarifying, like, you could say, no, this is, I'm waiting for some, no, no, no. You are not waiting for someone to offer. You are making the offer. But I'm just saying that this is the gate for you. This is not waiting for someone else to catch up to you. Because if that person hasn't caught up to you, then perhaps you're supposed to be going in a different direction. And that's kind of part of the process too. You're supposed to be moving your heart, is what you're supposed to be doing here, Capricorn. And you're supposed to be moving it in a way where you move it freely and innocently, like at the sense of this page. It's the page who will see you clearly. It is the child that will know your intention before you speak any word out of your mouth. It is the adult that can be fooled, but you cannot fool the page. Because it is the truth within your heart. The child within your heart is what that page is looking for. You can't fool this gatekeeper with any smoke and mirrors. No, 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 no. This is about you and your heart. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. This Seven of Swords is so interesting. Do you look at what she's looking at? I hope you can see it. She's looking at a shield up here, and it's almost the shape of a heart. But you know, they say that the heart changes its shape when it has been broken, when it's gone through trauma, when it's gone through pain. There are little tissues inside the heart that actually do snap through grief, through sadness, and the shape of the heart actually changes, and it changes into something that looks a little bit more, actually a little more upside down, like a vessel. I can't remember if is it a Spanish or South American? I can't remember what it's called, but so it's almost like, so I want to say it's reminding me of the Three of Swords. It's like the Three of Swords, and it's pulling those swords out so that the heart is finally pure, pulling the mind away from the heart so that the heart is finally pure. And it's talking to you. Seven of Swords on the Seven of Swords, and we're talking about the heart and offering it. But you've got to pull those swords out of that heart to do this. The Four of Pentacles. This feels like where the offer is received, but nothing may be done with it. The Four of Pentacles. The Four of... This is so amazing. You have the Queen of Cups and the Six of Wands. For some of you, there may be a delay in the reciprocation of this. There definitely is nothing reciprocated immediately. I'm going to tell you that with the Four of Pentacles, but this person is holding that rose. They have it. And I want to say they're looking after it and they're showing it. And with the Queen of Cups, we have like equal love, give and take, Six of Wands. Oh my God, she's handing out these red roses. This is paying it forward. This is totally paying it forward. You feel like you only have this one rose to give, this one part of your heart to give. If you can share it and give it, and do that in a way that comes from the purest part of you, and you don't expect to receive anything back. You may hope that this person feels the same way, or you may hope that the person you give the coat to thanks you. That's not why you did it. But the universe pays you tenfold with all of the, like, more to give, actually gives you more. It's almost as if the more you give, the more you have to give. This Page of Swords. I really like the power of this Page of Swords. It is just this, being a page, so innocent, but yet that's all she sees. And because she is the gatekeeper, that is the only way that you're getting past it. The Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. The Strength card. Have you tamed the inner beast within you? Have you now found full control within all things that may trigger you, that may have been tough lessons? And can you pull out the purity of your heart to move forward? That's the strength. The strength is not hiding your heart. The strength is sharing your heart. Boy, that sounds like a good title too. shit, I'm gonna call this the sun, right? And then look at double like Sun Leo energy here. Your proudest moment. You have the Nine of Swords, the Justice card, and the Death card. What happens to the Nine of Swords? You finally have balance. If you've had any sort of mental anxiety about moving forward, perhaps with your heart, or being open to new experience, it's the end. It's finally the balance and the end. The only thing that was keeping you imprisoned was keeping your heart imprisoned within the mind. Wow. This is so beautiful, Capricorn. Five of Cups is at the bottom, and that is it. So disappointments of the heart, sadness of the heart. But I think it's time. You're literally being called to ask to move beyond this. And I see my eyes being drawn right here. Those 2 cups on that table, waiting to be picked up and celebrated. Well then, see, don't you like it when I can't see myself? I am so focused in these cards. I really like this. Thank you so much, Capricorn. I'm going to go do the extended. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.